Welcome to Cougar Mountain Software Denali Essential Training.
Denali Accounts Payable Pay Bills screen. Paying bills in Denali Accounts Payable is quick and easy. Payments can be automatically prepared in a batch or be paid individually. To generate automated payments, use the AP Pay Bills menu to open the Prepare Payments Automatically window. Choose the appropriate parameters to generate the payments, such as payment type, date ranges, or vendor AP codes. Once generated, these payments can be reviewed individually from the Adjust Pay Bills screen by using the Find button and Arrow button in the navigation on the right. For manually prepared payments or adjustments, or to review the automatic payments, open the Adjust Pay Bills screen from the Pay Bills menu. Start by choosing a transaction type. Note the transaction number indicates the order of this transaction within the batch. There are several types of transactions that can be entered in this window. Regular payments will require the basic details of the transaction, such as a description of the payment, the check number, and the fields in the details grid to be completed. For all these transaction types, a vendor must be chosen for payment. Double-click the vendor field or use Alt and F5 to search for the vendor desired. The total due for the vendor will appear in the column at right for reference to identify the necessary payments. A paid-out transaction can also be corrected by using the checkbox. Transactions will require a brief description in the next field. The remaining fields will be different based on what kind of transaction is being processed. A payment correction requires similar information, except that the previous check issued can be searched and recalled to void and reestablish a ledger liability. After posting, the corrected liability can then be paid. A balance adjustment will only modify the vendor total balance, which requires a description and a reference and can be applied to an existing invoice if desired. Balance adjustments will require the user to enter the action for increasing, decreasing, or applying a previous increase or decrease to an invoice for the vendor balance. A general ledger account can be chosen in the detail grid and the amount to apply also. Credit card payments and corrections function the same way as regular payments, except that the payment will be processed on a credit card system, and the card authorization or reference number must be entered when the payment or correction is processed. Payments can also be made via an EFT transaction if the vendor EFT details are set up in the Vendor's Remittance tab in Vendor Maintenance. The EFT file will be output to the location selected in the Electronic Funds Transfer menu for transmittal to the bank. Unapplied Payments will post a payment to the vendor balance but not a specific invoice. This can be applied to an invoice at a later time if needed. The payment check number or credit card reference number will be entered for new payments or can be retrieved for corrections. The bank code will pre-fill based on the modular or vendor default settings. The invoice to apply will be chosen in the detail grid below for payments along with any discount amount and the payment amount. Corrections will require a new reference number in the detail grid, and unapplied payments will only require an amount. As demonstrated here, bill payments and adjustments can be done many different ways so that the users can choose the most appropriate. This makes accounts payable processing quick, easy, and accurate.